Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a makeup tutorial, as you can see by this beat face. I actually did this makeup look like sometime in August, maybe even July, I honestly can't remember, and I promised you guys that I would film a tutorial on it, and I just never got around to filming it. So it's like one of the most liked photos on Instagram, like on my Instagram. So I'm guessing you guys really like the look, so I figured I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't film it for you guys. My battery's about to die, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know that you guys enjoy it and would like more makeup tutorials. And also, if you're just checking out my channel for the first time, please make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you join the family. But anyways, without further ado, if you'd like to see this makeup look, then just keep on watching.
So I've already went ahead and primed and set my eyelids. So the first shade I'm going into is by MakeupGeek. It is called Cocoa Bear. If you guys have been longtime followers of my channel, you guys know I'm obsessed with this shade. But basically, this is just my transition color. So I'm using a nice fluffy blending brush, to diffuse this color. And then I'm using the color Bitten, also by MakeupGeek. It's kind of this really beautiful, deep cranberry red color, and I'm using that exact same brush, and I'm just kind of creating a halo effect, also called like a sandwich effect. So I'm deepening this color in the outer corner and also the inner corner of my eye, as you can see over here. It doesn't really matter if you get it into the center, we're going to be covering it up with another shade, but for now you just want to really focus on building up that color. And then I'm taking a clean blending brush, is the one you see right now, and just sort of lightly diffusing the Cocoa Bear shade with Bitten, which is the nice deep red. And then I'm going into the shade Americano. So this kind of looks almost exactly like Bitten. I'm just holding them up so you can see them a little closer. Now Americano is a little deeper than Bitten. You can't really see because the lighting's washing it out. And it's going to really help just create dimension. And I'm taking this on a slightly more tapered blending brush, so it's not as fluffy as the other one. And I'm just using this to deepen the look, again adding a little more dimension. And I'm trying to keep this closer to, I guess, the blank part of my lid, so not so much on the outer corner, but I don't really know how to describe this. It just creates a little more dimension in the halo is basically what I'm trying to say. It's easier to watch than for me to explain it, so just watch and learn. And then for my favorite part of the look, I'm taking ColourPop's Weenie, which is the one that Kathleen Lights came out with, and it's sort of this really nice rose gold color. And I'm just using my finger. I find the best way to apply the ColourPop shadows is with your finger, and I'm avoiding the inner and outer corner. So I'm just keeping this in the center and really packing on that color to make sure it's as vibrant as possible. And then I'm taking a clean blending brush and just sort of diffusing those edges a little, just so it doesn't really look like super harsh like it does right now. Just really lightly going over the outer corners of this color, and it's just going to help kind of diffuse that color, but still, I still want like majority of the pigmentation in the center of the lid. So as you can see right now, I am going back in with my finger and just intensifying the color right in the center, but keeping the outer corners a little bit blended. Now I'm picking up Americano again, which is a deeper cranberry color, but this is just on a more like pencil brush, and I'm just going over the outer corners again just to make sure that this color is really intensified. This part is totally optional. I wanted to add a winged liner, but I didn't want it to be black, so instead I went in with actually my liquid lipstick. This is my Too Faced matte liquid lipstick. I forget what it's actually called, but it's in Naughty by Nature. Using the Zoeva winged liner brush just to create a sharp wing. This is totally optional, like you really don't have to do it. That was my little happy dance because I actually got them even. And then I'm taking the shade, I think it was Beaches and Cream, also by MakeupGeek. It's just a matte sort of cream color, and I'm just using this to highlight my brow bone. And then going over with my blending brush once again just to diffuse those colors together. And then I just popped on some lashes. These are just random lashes, but I went in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, of course. For foundation, I just mixed my Lancome Tinted Oil with the Tarte Maracuja oil. But first, of course, I used my Wycon, I don't really know what it's called, but it's like this new color corrector that I found when I went to Italy, and it is so amazing. I'm so sad that they don't have this in Canada, because when it's done I will be very, very sad. But this has like been my favorite color corrector. It's a little more creamy and a little less pigmented than the LA Girl Pro Conceal, so if you're ever in Italy, then definitely try to get your hands on it. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the MAC, what's it called, Peach Luster? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. So if you can't get your hands on this, that's a really good alternative. And then I kind of just skipped over my foundation because I literally show it in every single tutorial. But for my concealer, I used my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, as I always do. And then I went ahead and baked underneath my eyes, as well as sort of all over the face with the Ben Nye banana powder. And then, of course, to bring the warmth back to my face, I use my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I'm just using this on a Luxie stippling brush. I forget the exact name, but this just adds a little warmth and leaves the face a little more, or a little less ashy, shall I say. Basically, what I mean by that is that sometimes when you put the Ben Nye banana powder or any baking powder, it kind of just makes you look a little ashy. So this is kind of getting rid of the ash, if you know what I'm saying. And then to brush off the bake, I am using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Dark, of course. This is like my all-time favorite powder. I've been using it for years. And then for contour, I use the Tarte and ShayLa contour palette, and I just use the lighter of the two contour shades. And I just brought you guys a little closer so you can see what I'm doing under here. But basically, I'm just using the exact same matte shades. So Cocoa Bear, Americano, and Bitten underneath my eyes. And then I also took a little bit of the ColourPop Rose Gold shadow, and I put that sort of in the center of my lower lash line as well. So yeah, for the ColourPop shadow, I use this sort of small pencil brush and very lightly just diffuse the color under there. I didn't want like the rose gold shadow to be like the main focus underneath the lash line, but I still wanted to give a little pop of rose gold, you know? And then I used my MakeupGeek Espresso liner just to line my waterline, just to add a little more sultriness, I don't know. And then I took Magic Act, or sorry, this isn't Magic Act. This is Mirage by MakeupGeek. It's like this creamy matte color with just a little bit of a satin finish. It's not too bright. And then I just used the Makeup Forever Aqua XL liner to tightline my eyes. I totally forgot that I put that in there, but I'm also using my Benefit They're Real mascara to put on my lower lash line. And then I'm going in with my favorite blush ever. This is by MakeupGeek. It is in the shade Chivalry, and I'm just using this very lightly on my cheeks to bring a wash of color. And then I'm using my also favorite highlighter. This is MAC's Shaft of Gold. I wish this wasn't limited edition because all you deeper skinned women need this in your life. It's so amazing. But I'm just using this to highlight my entire face basically. I love that. Like, look at that glow. Okay, and for the lips, we have options here. We have the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Drop Dead Red, and then also ColourPop's LAX. Now these colors are exact dupes for each other, so you can use whichever one. I just decided to go with the Too Faced one because my ColourPop LAX is a little chunky now because I've had it for so long. But of course, as always, I'm going in with Chestnut by MAC just to line my lips. And then I'm just filling it all in with the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in Drop Dead Red. So amazing. If there's one color that you need to get from this collection, it is this one because it's just like the epitome of fall. I die for this color. And last but not least, I'm just giving my face a douse of the Urban Decay All Nighter.
Alright, and this is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I feel like it came out pretty much exactly how I did it in the summertime, so I'm super stoked about this. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know you support my channel and support my videos. I would love that. And also, if you're just checking out my channel for the first time, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below and make sure you're subscribed for future videos. And if you have any other fall makeup requests or any video requests in general, then please let me know in the comments down below. I love actually filming videos that you guys would want to see, so please let me know if you have anything in mind. But that is the end of this video. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week, but thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!